Slender the Arrival. Well, in the last game, he didn't arrive at all, so I'm excited.
The story here is that after an area hiker failed to report back into park staff, Slender the Arrival is basically the original Slender again, from the same people actually, but now with a budget, which means better controls, better presentation, an actual story, different scenarios and things to avoid, and a proper beginning and ending with set pieces. And you can tell those higher production values from the very start. You can now sprint while holding your torch up. And for a small team of indie devs back in 2013, the game does look really good. I'm not sure about your man's stance while walking around with his camera glued onto his face for no reason, but it's okay, it's okay. It's automatically better just from, ooh, oh, no, there he is, the man himself. Slender the Leaving. This is nowhere near as slow as the original game, good god. But this is where I will actually praise the original over this version. Yes, it's stupid and cheap that I died twice because the game just decided I lost, but at the very least, there was tension in the fact that the game could just randomly be over. But here, that never happens, and Slend is even less threatening than he ever was before. He's a little more aggressive with his teleporting around, but all you do whenever you see him is walk the opposite direction every single time, and you will never get caught. Slenderman is now the meth addict that you avoid by crossing the street. He isn't even remotely unsettling. It's like you're riding a skateboard and he's a curb. You see him, you go around him. You see him, you go the other way. You see him, you go the other way. He's a long, gangly pothole, and I'm getting sick of looking at all these pages. What is it about them, and why do you get so livid when people take them? Are you a novelist? Did you lose the only draft copy of your latest book, I Have No Eyes, but why can't I get a service dog? Luckily though, Slendy isn't the only thing to run away from like a little bitch. There's also the scariest thing of all, a child that can't do makeup. Don't get me wrong, it's still spooky though, because in this part you have to deal with the Asbo child and Slenderman at the same time. But even though that is true, he comes out so infrequently that he might as well deliver your presents. Don't you love it when you come in from the cold and your house is more rumbly than the wind? Then later on, you move on from a delinquent child and end up running away from Boney M. Oh look, Slendy's also there. Better turn around and go the other way because otherwise, oh right, I'm dead now. Well, at least I know what I did wrong, and I will learn from my mistakes that I made. There's a bit here when you're in a storage tunnel under a farm and there's things in it, but none of them do anything to you. They just appear, so yay. Look, I know it must seem like I'm skimming over a lot, but I promise you I'm not, because most of the time it's just an expanded version of what we had before. You collect pages here, then you turn on generators here, then you close windows here. Just because it looks a lot better doesn't make it any more engaging for me. And again, Slendy Tubbies doesn't do anything scary or even appear that much to mean anything. Even the trees pop up more than he does. At least I can praise the game for teaching environmentally conscious practices like conserving power, even when our main character gets knocked unconscious and dragged to a totally different location by an extraterrestrial beast. He still remembered to stop recording and turn his camera off, ready to carry on the next morning. Oh Jesus, the forest is on fire! The forest is on fire. How do I get out? There he is, can't go that way now, but don't worry, just like every other encounter, you turn around, wait a second or two, and then go back where you were before. Slenderman is a scrawny barrier that always stands in the way of exactly where you need to go, and all you need to do is despawn him so you can finally cross. In fact, and this is not a joke, the scariest part of the game for me was when I looked on this shed and saw that Oakside Park had 3 canoes available for rental. Nothing else like this happened at any other point in the game, and I have no idea what triggered it. I guess because they look so similar, Slenderman's wife cheated on him with a canoe. Then after that, the second scariest bit of the game was when I picked up this note, and I was convinced for a second the game was reading my mind. You know something? I'm curious. Do you think if Slenderman ate too many donuts, then you'd have to call him Portly Man?